Hello. I see who's out there. This is typical me. No one gets any idea I'm going to go live. Nor do I normally. I just do. So I thought I'll warn people. Well, not really warn them. But yes, a couple of people are picking this up. It's going to go through the collective. Some it's already going through the collective. And some are seeing that it's going to be coming down between now and June. So just a guidance of what I went through. So I can warn people if it happens to them, also to be wary so it doesn't happen to them. So how to prevent this, how to help yourself get out of it if it happens to you. Because I see there's a couple of people who have intuited this as well and have seen it. And so my take on it, everyone's different, and I see their take on it is the same thing is going to happen, but it's a different take because it depends on your belief system. And that's why a lot of people say, there's no one misleading anybody. Everyone's got a different belief system. So depends on their frequency and their vibration, their time in their belief. That's all it is. So it's that some people are different frequencies and vibrations, so they're on a different timeline to you, and they might have a different belief to you. So it manifests or represents differently to them because their belief system is not the same as yours, you see. So basically, I saw, and this is what I was going through, but I saw, a girl that's a healer, she's got her own YouTube channel as well, saying she's seeing it as the ego, as a negative. So let's say your negative ego, right, is going to start playing games with you. And others have seen it as other things, other beings, whatever, depends where you are. Some people believe there's other beings, or there's a dark side, or whatever. If depending on your situation, if you understand everything's energy. So the old energy is what we were stuck in, which was everything is negative beliefs, very low, dark, dense energy, right? So everything that vibrates at that dark, dense energy, whether it's other beings, it depends on you, because you attract. There's only attraction. If you believe something, fear something, whatever your resonance frequency with, you are going to draw it into your experience, whether it's a being, it's just an energy anyway, it represents in different forms. So basically, the old energy is going to try, and remember, depending on you, where you are, your belief too, this earth so-called game is a test of energy. Even Cryon talks about it. So this whole earth was set up for a test of energy. And it really is. And we've got everybody watching us. It's like the finale happening here. So we've got the entire galaxy up there watching us. It's like the national finals here, basically, is playing out on Earth. And that's who's going to win. Is the dark or light going to win? Which is the denser energy or the lighter energy? So the darker energy, whether you want to say, however you want to perceive it, the old energy, which is a much lower dark, everything is negative, whatever, is going to try its hardest because it's, the new energy is coming in and the light is rising. So what you're going to do, what some people are starting to experience, and we normally get a heads up, is now you're going to be, it's almost like a test to be sucked back down. They'll try and suck you back down into the older way of being, a negative fear, however it portrays, whether, depending on you. So you might find yourself all of a sudden experiencing lots of negativity. So if you start getting these negative voices, doubts, worries, and the mind telling you something, people often associate their thoughts as theirs. They're not only your thoughts, it's just thoughts, it's just frequencies. As the Buddha said, don't attach to the thought. So you might start feeling negative, and because that's thoughts are going to, oh no, this and that. You might start feeling negative, the negative thoughts, depression, worry, and drop in. It's going to try and pull you into a negative frequency, which is worry, fear, doubt again. Your drop in frequency and vibration. So I just went through a big clearing, and I experienced this, and I thought that's something, and I just said, okay, I'm clearing. I know we were waves of energy, waves of emotion, we're clearing. But if you entertain it, you'll start getting negative thoughts, and you'll feel your frequency and vibration drops. Well, there we are. Then you're going to be happy. You feel your frequency and vibration drops, right? and you're dropping in a lower frequency and vibration, and you're also dropping onto a lower timeline. So everything you'll pick up, and I've made a kind of a short video about it on Facebook. People don't realize it's very, very difficult and very real if you lower yourself too much and you lower into a lower dimension or lower timeline. Everything on that timeline is like being in the old, of worry, fear, negativity, and the timeline also, you know, what people believe and are seeing is very like not happy. So everything in that timeline and in that frequency you've dropped into is very real, but it's not pleasant. So everything they see, they believe is negative. The feeds you're going to get are negative. The posts you'll come across, everything, because everything has frequency and vibration. So your news feed, your videos, everything you'll start experiencing will be on a lower frequency and vibration and negative. It's going to try and keep you stuck there. And so you get sucked into that dark, dense energy. Like a water. So in a way, to stop it happening, be very cognitive between now and the middle of next year. I'll point you to a few videos, but depending on your belief, I don't bind. See, I don't have the same. Depends where you are on your consciousness thing or level of consciousness and whatever information and frequency. So you'll have a different. If you haven't worked on negative belief systems, and whatever you haven't worked in yourself as well, and oh boy. So you're just got to be very cognitive of your thoughts, okay, even if you're clearing. So do not allow any negative thoughts to start telling you, no, you know, and you start feeling bad and doubt and worry. Any of these, all of these things, negative emotions, thoughts, do not entertain them. All right. Do not entertain them, because it'll just get more and more and more and you'll be sucked in. Don't entertain. It's going to be tempting. So you're going to get news feeds trigger you, you know, to try and pull you back into that old way of being. Jump into the bandwagon of, you know, it doesn't matter whether something bad happens on earth. Oh my gosh, we're doomed. Oh, look at the news. No. It's going to try and drag you back into sucking into the politics, nonsense, the games, fear of war, fear of this, fear of blah, 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 blah. And of course, if you're on a lower, if you drop your frequency and vibration, you're going to resonate at those things. And when you're down there, believe me, they're very real in that timeline. Very real. Because you're on that actual timeline of frequency and vibration, and nothing of it's positive. So for people that haven't worked on their negativity, the best is to do your affirmations. That really, really helps. If you haven't done them, I suggest you start. And it takes at least 30 days. So at least 30 days, you've got to reprogram that mind. Because then it's very easy. Then it's, no, I'm not. I am invincible. No, I'm not. I am powerful. I am worthy. Whatever you need to do as it starts coming up and trying to, you know what I mean? Just say, no, thank you. Don't resist if you understand how they work. Because it's just energy. It's going to try and tempt you. So it's going to try and tempt you to bite into that. Oh, yeah, I am feeling, you know, you're going to start believing it and accepting those thoughts. It's going to try and get you to react to things outside in any way possible. It's like bait. Just don't fall for the bait. All right. So when you, like, I just went through a clearing now. Wow. And I was like, I was wondering, what the heck's wrong with me? And I went into it. I tell you what. Ooh. Interesting. To experience it, what it's like. And it's very different too, because it's very different timeline. Everything is different. And it's not pleasant, any of it. So it's, if you've got that programming of the mind sorted out, it'd be a lot easier for you. See, your thoughts, as the Buddhists say, are not yours. See, they're not yours at all. So you don't have to accept what a thought is telling you, what anything is telling you, and especially the best would be to unplug from any news and media, absolutely, because they're going to try and get you to believe a negative timeline and manifest whatever shortages, anything they want you to feed you into, because you'll manifest it. So but remember, whatever you choose to believe or think, whatever is you as your truth. Oh, okay, I believe we're going to have a collapse. I believe we're going to, and that's exactly what you will experience. You don't have to experience any negativity at all, actually. Doesn't matter what the rest of the planet's experiencing. It's up to you. It's a choice. And if more people choose into the negative, they will manifest it. And this is what the old energy was very used to doing. And same with what happened to Atlantis. They chose to fight, to believe in the dark, and there's bad after us, and this is a lower consciousness. Something's out to get us, and we're doomed, and this is evil, and they're bad, and there's a bad guy, separation. It's going to try and keep you in duality. Everything is one. One is all. Love, peace, harmony. It's going to try and get you out of the heart, to get you into separate. Any of these things. So you're going to have to be vigilant on your practice. So it's your affirmations, your meditations. Just try and be as present, stay grounded as present. Because if you get a bit off course, you're going to be, all right, test time. And you're going to have to pull yourself out of that and raise your frequency. So also it would be a good idea to clear your energy every day. And don't try and take on too much. So clear your energy field, keep it clean, keep it clear, raise my frequency, raise my vibration. Remember, we also have free will. So we have to ask for help, ask for clearing, ask for if you want, buffer around you, light, reflect. So put it around you to reflect. You set the intention, I'm invincible, reflect, light, do this, whatever. Just be conscious of keeping your energy field clear, high frequency, light, vibration, positive. All right. My suggestion would be to do that, to consciously now do that. Set that field, fill it with light, ask for a clearing, ask for the highest light. And if you do drop, ask them to make sure, that you're holding the highest light, your heart is fully open. You can always reset like I do, instructed. You can reset everything to vibrate and resonate at love. So your cells, your DNA, your energy, everything resonates and vibrates at the frequency of love. You go, but of course, put it back. I am, and you recalibrate your entire energy and all your field to calibrate back to the frequency of love. Anything that's not in the same frequency of vibration, to clear. So calibrate the frequency of love. But in order not to get too dragged into that hole, I would suggest you keep doing this and make it. So be vigilant now, at least for the next while, of keeping your energy field clear, keeping a sphere around you of the highest light and of of energy or light, whatever you want to do. You see, and do your affirmations. Send out your do your affirmations every morning. Do your meditation. So you're going to keep it a very high frequency. You see, cleanse, clear, do this, because if you get off course and have to do too much clearing, you're going to be dropped down. And I had a lot of clearing in different timelines. But I also know it was interesting because it validated a lot of things for me. That experience validated a lot, and it was so strange because many of us just can't resonate with a lot of stuff out there. We just don't feel it. And we don't have any worry, only fear what people are going on about. We don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't exist. In our reality, it's like, different planet they're on. But when you drop into that frequency and vibration, it was so interesting because everything in that frequency and vibration, now I understand everything is frequency and vibration. I can confirm it. It's the first time I've dropped, since I started and gone up to a certain level, first time I've actually dropped down. And literally you were aware you've dropped a different timeline. You were literally aware you were in a lower dimension. And everything that was in that, the news feeds I came across, the people, the energy, the whatever they believed, it was not positive and it was not good, but it was very real. It was a very real timeline, and they will experience a lot of those things that you just won't. It will not play out in your reality. It sounds, and they are expecting it to play out, and it will happen. So they're going to have not a pleasant experience, yet some won't. I don't know what device you're talking about. So I don't know what device you're talking about. So yeah, it is very, very different. So you've got to be very vigilant because that old energy, it's its game. It's what we came to play. It's going to try and drag you down into the lowest timeline, doom, gloom, destruction, this, that, whatever. I mean, the things that people are following and believing, expecting. I'm thinking, it's not a good idea. I wouldn't do that. Because you believe and expect something bad to happen, it will. And there are timelines that are really not pleasant. But some won't be affected by it. Really, they won't. So you've got to be really cognize the fact that everything is frequency and vibration. So keep yours clean. Keep doing the work, cleaning out stuff that you don't want to hold. And that's what affirmations help. So you stay positive. You're keeping only positive frequencies and vibrations and thoughts in you. So you're not going to be a match to any negative frequency or negative thing that'll play out on the planet. because you're not a frequency match. It just will not exist. People think there's solid things are not as solid as you think. So yeah, it's very difficult to try and... Things are not as solid as you think. And you cannot experience something you're not a frequency match to or vibrational. And that's factual. It just doesn't exist. You're literally jumping timelines almost in another... So you just will not experience some things that, So this old energy, the negative energy, is going to try and drag as many, and the collective, it's going to try and keep its grip, basically, and keep everyone expecting, like they did before, the end of the world. Oh, we're doomed. Oh, this is going to have the wipe out, the apocalypse, this, that, it's going to try and do that. And already I see the media is trying to do that. You see? The media is already trying to tell people, oh, there's going to be a recession. Oh, because some perception, someone's got a very low frequency in perception, believes there's going to be a crash, or there's going to be a recession. Oh, so now they're projecting their crap out there. And of course, the media is spread by people that love to watch TV and everything else. And then they, oh my gosh, so they just parrot the same thing. They just accept it as a reality. But we've moved into a different energy. This is a new epoch. You manifest it. It's not the old way of being. People are still living like they did in the old epoch, the old times. It doesn't work like that anymore. So those that are moved into the new thing understand this. They understand that you are manifesting, you create. We're creating from the unseen into the seen. Those that are still living in the old thing are still doing action. How things, whatever this is, oh, well, that's just it. That's the truth. There we are. So they're accepting somebody else's truth, not understanding they created. Not everyone has it, so don't worry about it. And you don't, because your soul watches it. You as a soul don't experience it. You're looking at it. That's all. So it depends. And if you want to have a painful one, keep on thinking that, and you probably will. There we are. You manifest. So you manifest what you want, as I'm saying. What you believe is very important. So do not believe anything negative. It's a choice. I see comments, people often saying, oh, these people are misleading people, and that one's no. There are many people at the awakening stage, or awaken, at different levels of consciousness. They haven't worked up their shadows. They haven't gone whatever. They haven't cleared their things. They haven't whatever their beliefs they've chosen. They woke up and followed something and someone told them this is that. And they just believe it. They just accept other people's beliefs. So there are so many different timelines and it's people's beliefs. And it's literally true for them. It doesn't mean there's not one truth. So people are often saying someone's misleading people. For them, that is their timeline and their truth. But think about it. This is what people understand. They think there's one. Choose. Is it positive? Is it good? Is it going to be good? No. So then I don't want to choose that one. No, thanks. So my suggestion is don't choose anything as a reality or absolute truth or whatever if it's not positive. There we are. That's about the best thing I can tell you. And do your affirmations big time. Do your meditation. Do your grounding and focus, because it's going to, the energies are going to play with people. Big time. See, they're going to play with people. So you've got to be aware of that. Go and look at my YouTube page, and there we are. Okay, if you want to know about death, go to my YouTube page, and you'll get the whole rundown there. There's more than one video about it. See, there we are. So you're going to have to be, remember, this is a test of a soul. Every individual soul on the planet's being tested right now. That's it. And you're going to be tested. And the old energy is going to try and keep you in the old way, and it's negative and this and belief. So it'd be very, very wise not to watch any news. Disengage, doesn't matter what they're saying out there. Let it play out. Only focus on the earth and the thing you want to create, and take action as well. So be that person that you say you want to see the new earth. I want to see love, peace, unity, happiness. You've got to be that as well. So you've got to feel it. You've got to do the same actions, treat people the same way, kindly, friendly, this, that, however organic you want to, buy or eat organic, whatever kind of world you want to be, just focus on that. Do in your life, be that person and the kind of represent of the earth that you want to see. There we are. And just focus on your thing in reality and do your meditations, do your grounding. But focus on something. Because focus is going to be an issue as well with these energies. People are going to find otherwise they're going to have problems to concentrate, focus, mind. Because the energies are very intense, and you're going to find otherwise you're going to become disorientated. It's going to be very much the mind. People are going to have issues with the mind. As I'm saying, I'm warning you that there's going to be a test. And it's going to test you that you're going to just... All right. It's a game. It's not an easy energy test, no. Yeah, you are. We are, but wow, it's different. There's so many different levels and things you go through. Wow. Oof. Yeah. I've just been to enough of them and changed my diet. I don't know how many times. Hi, James. My diet has changed, and that's changed, and then it changes because every time, the more you increase in light and you seem to go up a notch, your frequency and vibration, you go up again, wow. And then your body is like, people have been sick, like really sick. People are getting sick, stomach problems, and they will not, it's like your diet just changes like that. Your stomach now, my body will not take, and I make my own bread, organic. Nope, nothing. Will not touch that flour. Bread is like a no-no now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how many things there are no-no. No dairy, yes. No bread, yes. Meat, even that I went off a long time ago. So, yeah. And it was coffee. Very seldom I'll touch coffee. Very seldom I'll do coffee, but still. So, and sleeping, to stay grounded, you're going to find it difficult in many ways. To stay grounded, as I say, you've got to really watch yourself, almost like disciplined. Otherwise you're going to find it difficult to stay grounded, difficult to stay focused, centered. Your mind is going to feel like it's just, you can't concentrate, you can't seem to make sense, you might get dizzy, you might be disorientated, just, confusion, all of these things. So if you have a set thing, like you say, you set a practice, I get up in my morning and I wake up, the first thing, and this will help you stay on a positive timeline, is affirmations. Really it will, because it keeps your frequency. Remember, so even for me, and I've done them, so that I know I've reprogrammed the mind already, but I'm not practicing them every day. And I can sit up in the morning and I can feel a bit, and I start doing those affirmations and my frequency goes right up there again. So it'll help keep your frequency on a higher level and keep you above this negative energy layer. So I really would recommend anybody now going forward for the next 6 months is to do affirmations every day. Only because it's reinforcing those frequency and vibrations, keeping you on a higher frequency, because those words, those thoughts are going to keep you, you know what I mean? Music, whether you do some sort of exercise every day, or Tai Chi or Qigong, do some grounding, and meditate. We're going to have to be... And then, as I say, just be that same being that you want to embody, because you're not going to see it reflected much in the outside at the moment, anyway. So I wouldn't more focus on that. That's just going to be a slinging match. This is, well. So just get involved in your community, buy organic, whatever you're doing. So you doing your bit towards the earth you want to manifest. That's all. See, you can't change the world. Yeah. Yeah, music, another thing I helped, yeah. Frequency music, but really affirmations are going to help people, because it's going to, so their thoughts in their mind is going to try and keep you very busy. Affirmations, hum, chant, music, whatever, sing, that disengage from all of that negativity. Okay, because you'll start watching something, and then it'll be another, and it'll gently just try and tempt you in, tick, 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 tick. There we are. So I see people are warning of it. I tell you, I had some fun with me. Whoa, did it have fun with me? You're welcome. I had some fun, let me tell you. And I haven't been through something like that for a long time. So that was very interesting. Not since when you first wake up. Then you get really challenged. And they'll try and drag, yeah, that's because you're on a lower frequency. But this, because such a big clearing you do, yeah. Everything's but a mirror, my friend. So there we are. Go within. You want solutions, you need to go within. Because your solution is going to be unique to yourself. Your higher self is the only person you should be seeking answers from, help from, assistance from. You want anything else, you have to go to my YouTube channel. There's lots of videos there. Long time warning people. So there we are, people. Okay, watch your diet as well. If I don't know where you are on your thing, so watch what you're eating. No, don't. But there's enough people on here that do. Plenty of people that do. No, it's not something that's grab me. It's just something that doesn't, everyone's different. It's not something that does. Mine has always been sort of the collective. So mine is what's happening. Most of my stuff that comes through is what's going to happen for the planet or for the collective. This is what I see. I don't see the individual thing. I get stuff that's coming down for all of us. What's going to happen, the timelines, whatever, this sort of thing. Just giving people a heads up of what to expect, that you could get a really strong energy test coming up. So the old energy is going to try and keep you into negative. You're going to have tempted. So it depends how you want to view it. On my TikTok page, you'll see the link. So if you go to my TikTok page, you've got the link tree. Click on that and it'll take you straight to my YouTube channel. There's many. So it's going to be a rough one. So in any way you can fall into fear, whatever especially we drop in a frequency, because you're going to be a match to those timelines, and they're very not pleasant, some of them are. And you will feel that fear, and you will very real in those timelines. So you got to keep yourself above that. Okay, so it's almost like you'll be in like an energy bubble. You'll be completely above and protected and away from all of that. Whatever plays out lower down. So whether there are things that happen on the planet which will be really traumatic, the whole idea is not to allow yourself to get out of the present moment, to drop into fear. And it's not going to be an easy challenge for people, because there might be some planetary things that happen. Let's say natural things that are going to happen that are going to be very not pleasant, and it's going to traumatize and then spread fear or drama. So the best is just to not engage, honestly, because we're going to go through it. It's not going to help you by dropping. So it's to try not to let the whole idea is like the Buddhists say, not to let anything affect your state of being. So no matter what plays out, it's like you walk through the storm, you're going to walk through the storm untouched. If you want to walk through the storm untouched, is to be in the eye of the storm, but not let this. It's like Jesus on the boat when everyone was having a panic attack because they were in a storm, and he woke up and says, "What are you worrying about? Be quiet, be calm." If you want that ability, you need to be there. You need to stay in that present state. So you will not be affected, see, by what happens on the planet in either way. And we don't want too many, because then we will be pulled on, if the more of the collective get pulled into a lower energy, a lower timeline, the more the collective are going to experience a lower, not so pleasant timeline. So we are trying to keep humanity, keep the collective on the higher timeline as possible. Yeah, it's more your energy, not stubborn, but stay in that peace and that love and calm, and no matter what, let any of those nonsense, the fighting, the fear, the this, the that, affect you. Yeah, stay as high frequency, stay as love, stay as positive, and rather focus on the new earth, because many will fall down that hole. It's not an easy challenge. Many will get sucked into that hole and not be able to come out of it, because it's very strong, very, very strong, and it's going to play with you, going to have fun with you, big time. So it's going to play on every fear, nonsense, this, that. It's going to have fun with you, let me tell you. And many have been warned already. I see some people have seen it, and they're warning their followers or their group or whatever it is. Yeah, watch it. You don't want to drop into those lower frequencies and energies, because everything negative is there. All kinds of negativity. Anything that's on a matching frequency is just... But it was very interesting for me. Really interesting. But yeah, I can tell you, Be careful. It's not a small challenge. Okay. You've got to have the strength to say, bugger off, I'm not doing that, we're not going there, no, we're not going back down there, oh no. Yeah. Okay, people. There's a heads up. Yeah, I was going to share those 2 videos, but I'm not one for sharing the negativity, but it depends on people's beliefs. Some of them have beliefs I don't. They're seeing the same thing, but they have different beliefs to me, so they're seeing it in a different way. And I don't have that. Nothing has power over you, you see. If you believe it does, and something can do something, insert itself into your way, it can do that. I don't have that. I passed that belief. I left that belief behind me, so I don't have that experience anymore. But some people do believe that, so they will experience, because it's their belief system, that other energies can influence you, you see. Well, but it's a belief, same thing. Everything's a belief, actually. So interesting. Anyway, there we are, peoples. Interesting. And yeah, stomach-wise, whoa. Really, really deep solar plexus clean out and diet change, and the stomach will not tolerate it. It almost can't digest the stuff anymore. It just doesn't digest it. It's just like, nope. That's really interesting. Your stomach will not digest certain foods. It's, yeah. Anyway. And ask. These energies are getting very intense, and it can be very difficult, especially when you drop into a lower frequency and you've got resistance and fear. You're going to really battle with these high energies coming in. So it's very important now to try and keep a balance. Okay. Positive. Keep up there. Yeah. There's a new one came in last night. I was awake last night. That's what you're feeling. It is. There's another incoming. I was awake last night. I couldn't sleep very easily. I woke up plenty of times. So my daughter said, if you woke up last night a few times, there we are. There you've got to do some clearing on that area then. So you're holding stuff in that area. Okay. You've got to clear. Energies you're holding in that area, okay? Do some clearing there. Ask for clearing. Ask to release. Maybe you've got energies you need to release. Stuck energies, beliefs, fears. I don't know. Yeah. Lots going on in people's systems. And I can't, everybody's different. So I cannot say what's up with someone if you can't look at the whole thing. Yeah. Don't know. I don't know. But yeah, healthy, fit. So if you mind, body, spirit, just remember those 3 things. Keep them. You look after them all. Look after the body by eating properly, and that means any fake, artificial, toxic, non-natural, non-organic. Try and avoid it completely. So eat real live foods, fresh, produce and things. No junk, no fast foods and ready-mades and little. You read the food ingredients. Try and keep your diet clean. Try and do some sort of exercise or movement. You got to move to keep the energy moving in the body. And then mindfulness, meditation, calm, sleep. Whatever's going to help you. Right. Go for healing, go for regression, go for Reiki, go for whatever you need to do. Whatever works for you. That's different for everybody. And that's what we're going to have to do, yeah. But the energy is not going to let up. And it can make some people, yes, they will. There are a lot of people that will leave because it is very difficult, and they're going to find it difficult, and they're tired, so they don't want anymore. The energy is too much for them, so they will leave. And there's any way that the soul, any way out, the soul's going to look for, whether it's an illness, whether it doesn't matter. So if you want to exit, your soul's tired, you're going to exit, you see. So many beings will exit the planet because they're just not managing with the light and the energy. It's too much. They're tired or whatever. They don't want to anymore. So many will, they will go in this time because it's very difficult. The energies are going to keep going up and up and up, and we're going to have all this going on. So some people don't want to face their stuff now, or do the work or the shadows. And if they don't want to, the energy keeps coming in, it's going to be a problem because they're resisting this energy. And it's highlight, and you're not want to let go of your darkness. You're not a match. You see, you cannot. And I channeled something like this a year or so ago on my. If you go to my YouTube page, you'll see there's a video called "Many People Will Leave the Planet," and people automatically thought it was some medical procedure, and I said no, it's got nothing to do with the medical procedure, and I knew it wasn't, but I didn't know what it was back then. And I did tell some people that they are going to be, because we knew that some souls would come in. If you're not a frequency match, I didn't understand it as much at the time, to the planet, you can't stay on the planet. You literally won't be able to live here. So if you're refusing to do the work and you're rejecting the energies and frequencies that are coming in, right? The planet is going up. She is ascending in frequency and vibration. She is going up to a higher dimension. We're all at the moment in that stage, birthing. But if you are not doing that, you are not a frequency match for the planet. So now your physical body is sitting in much higher frequencies and vibrations, but you're around you're sitting here, but your body is a much lower. You cannot. You see, you can't experience something. So you will have to leave the planet. You'll have to leave your body then. Your body's going to, So this is why. And same with people when they're coming in, they're going to come in with higher frequencies. You will not be able to survive on the planet if your frequency doesn't match it. That's just factual. It's like trying to listen to a radio station and listen to the TV. It's on a different channel. So this is what's going to happen. People will leave the planet in the next, now 20 years, and start speeding up. If they're not a frequency match, they're just not going to manage the energies. It's too much. You see, especially if they've got too much in their body they haven't let go of. Or they're tired, or they're hanging on to too much fear, whatever it is. You see, all the lower energies are just, it's different earth. You're going to reach a crunch, but you've got to decide which earth you're going with. The fear one, well then you can't keep on this one because this one's a higher frequency. So you're going to stay with the old energy. The old energies, so there we are. Split. If you want to say two earths split, you'll see them as dying different timelines. So, yeah, they will not be on this timeline. They may have, some of them maybe it's had enough of Earth anyway. I don't want to keep on this one. Whatever the story is. Now, people are leaving now already. Now they're starting. You'll see it's increased. People are blaming it on other things, but. So yeah, people's hearts, people's things will give out because of that, because they're just not a match. That's it. And they don't want to do the work, and they don't want to open the heart. The heart, everything's about the heart chakra. Being in the heart, being in the love, being in that frequency. And if you will, so some will, or many reasons, Kali Yoga, all kinds of. I mean, you cannot, there's no one for every single soul. There's different things, Some it's karmic. What you put out is what you get back. The same thing. It's all lower frequencies, energies, whether it's karma, whether it's beliefs, fear. I mean, I don't know. That's just it is. But it is going to get more and more difficult. And you see your diet is, the energies are, you're going to need more sleep. It's very changing, the changes. So that if you can match your energy, it'll be easier. So the higher you stay, you're not going to feel it. You're not going to feel the effects as much because you're in a higher frequency vibration anyway. So you happy, you vibing up here, you as happy as you're just cruising. And everything is wonderful. You feel amazing. But if you drop in frequency, it's going to feel like, oof, wow. Because that energy is so high and you're sitting in it and you're like, wow, you're going to know about it. You're going to feel the pain. You're going to feel this. You're going to feel... I mean, I see doctors already popping up and telling people, people are... So doctors, of course, being a doctor, what does he know? Nothing about this. He's not even awake. So he's telling people, it's your kidneys or it's this. All these, lots of people saying they're having trouble sleeping. I was going to say, yes, there's a change. But the doctor doesn't know any better. He's not trained in this at all. He has a clue that this is going on. So the doctor's going to say, well, it's a kidney thing. Because, it's the circadian rhythms. It's the so all these poor doctors are getting people coming to them. They got tinnitus ringing in the ears. They're not sleeping. They this or that, and they haven't a clue why. They haven't a clue. So what do you expect? How is the doctor knowing you? You know that this. They're not even aware that this can even affect the physical body. They're not even vaguely, you know. There we are. So how would you? Shame. Poor. Imagine. Can't blame them. You don't know. There we are. Somebody that knows will tell their family, okay, well, it's this and that, you know, and there we are. And if you're in touch with other people, you'll know no one else is sleeping. It's quite normal. And if we have a big incoming, it's very normal not to be able to sleep when we've had a big CME or big incoming energies kick off. That's it. We know. We all know that. We don't sleep for a few nights. It's like, oh, here we go again, you know. but the poor people that go to the doctor have no clue what's wrong with them. You understand? So they're not getting the right advice. They're not getting told they can't, you know, they just don't understand why they're getting sick. They're having problems. They die. You wouldn't know. Especially if you're trying to resist this energy and you're not consciously doing any work or raising unconsciousness and you're refusing, actually. You can refuse it. There we are. Some people don't want the new energy. They don't want the change. They want to stay with the old world, old earth, and they can stay in the old. But they will, it's a different timeline, you see. So they will disappear out of our existence. In our existence, they will die or something will happen to them for them not to be able to stick around. And so, vice versa. You see, they now, and they will experience you probably. They probably think, oh, shame, she died. I wonder what happened to her. You see, in their existence, if they move, it's a different earth, a different timeline. When the energy gets such a big gap, you cannot exist in the same. Our frequencies will be so different, they can't exist. We won't see them. They'll disappear out of our existence or reality. There we are. So people will disappear out of our reality, yes. I can't tell you how fast, because I mean, I don't know everyone's frequency. At the moment, it's like, wow, it's so varied. Whew, it's crazy. It's not like we're all at the same sort of level. It's actually fascinating out there. The different beliefs, depending on people's shadow, whether they're doing any kind of look into this, because most people just wake up and they're following everybody else, or some light worker, or someone online, or some healer, or whatever. They're not even going to go and look at the yogis, like proper yogis or Buddhas, and get further, because you can only go so far online what someone's telling you. Also, it's their beliefs, their filters. You need to look. You've got to go in yourself. You've got to do the real work, the meditations, and ask your higher self. It depends on how high you want to go anyway. You can only go so far. And then, yeah, but some don't. So for me, it's incredible what's out there. I have never seen such a variety of, because people don't understand they actually create their own reality. So, well, often what they're seeing in the astral it's just a confirmation anyway of what their beliefs are. So the experiences out there are like so broad and so diverse and so many different timelines and beliefs, and wow. And you can't tell someone it's not true because they experience it and it's their belief. You can't tell them that's just, you know, they have to work their way up and learn that. Yes, it's constantly coming in. It's constantly been increasing. We've had lots coming in for a while. Yes, it is. You need to find out what you're trying to heal. If you keep crying and waking up, this is it. You can have more vivid dreams as the clearing's going out. Yeah, your body is, your cells are, right, recalibrating to a higher frequency and vibration and taking on more light. So they're expelling more dark, dense energy, which is trapped beliefs and trauma and So you need to see what it is. Sometimes just ask clearly what it is you need to let go that no longer serves you, that's maybe limiting you, that's holding you back, that's keeping your frequency down. Your questions will determine what answers you get. So think carefully and ask as many as possible. Anything that's keeping you in a lower frequency, that's a limiting belief, that's restricting me from raising in frequency, consciousness. Anything limiting your consciousness, raising in a higher consciousness. A lot of them are beliefs, massive beliefs. Because this is the hardest thing for people to get. There's no one reality. You are creating it all. There we are. Open that box so you don't get stuck in all these little levels and games and playing with little beings and trying to do. They're just distracting, really. You can get distracted down there forever playing with other beings and having fun with other beings, especially if they have a lower frequency and consciousness too. Ooh, you know, they'll have a fun party down there, fear party, and play the dark. You can get. Some people get stuck playing the dark down there for a long time. Eventually they'll get tired of it. I want to get out of there. But yeah, anyway, it's a lot of work, people. Okay. On the physical, I'm feeling the pressure. Or you've got stuck energy or any physical thing, you're going to know about it. So if you find your issues around your throat chakra now, it's trying to do that. It's almost like trying to silence. The energy is trying to cure. Everyone seems to find that it's like trying to restrict your throat chakra, stop you from talking out almost. So yeah, it's interesting. Well, ask them, what was anything they're going to show you that you need to let go that no longer serves you. You've got to intentionally ask to raise your frequency. You can intend, ask them to help you raise in frequency and consciousness and vibration. You want awesome, so you want to evolve, you want to expand, you want to go up. So ask your guides, ask all beings of light, of love, pure light and love that are willing from a place of love, kindness and compassion. Whoever you feel safe to, I don't know. You think, just think. That's where we are. It's just thinking for yourself. Always get the highest outcome. So you ask them, I want to get as high at the highest frequency, the highest vibration. There's no such bad energy. Depends what it is. Just it's up to you. Depends what it is. Clear. You sit in meditation and you clear all your chakras. You know? Go to a healer, go whatever. Depends on what I can't say. Depends on what you're doing. If it's just energy, if it's health, you're not eating properly, if it's I don't know. Oh well, give a reading. Do a clearing. There we are. It's a good one to do. Sit and find out what's there. Scan your body. You can scan and see. Just tell them to clear all your chakras. Same with your body, field, consciousness, all it from any dark, dense energies, negative beliefs. Most people don't. They've got so many negative beliefs. Wow. Let go of negative beliefs, all lower frequency energies, lower vibrations, dark, dense energy. You want to clear all of that shit out your body. Mind, from your mind, body, consciousness, DNA, cellular structure, frequency, vibration, energy. Just list a lot. We've gone through this a long time ago on my YouTube channel. And intend to clear it from everything. You want it gone completely. You know? Ask for help if you're battling. Ask for light if you're battling. Whatever you need, you see. You've got to... Everything is free will. If you do not ask for assistance or help or this or that or for clearing, it won't happen. But if you ask for the help and you mean it, there's so much help out there. You've got to ask. They can intervene if you ask, but they're not going to intervene if you don't ask. You can ask for light around you. You can ask for DNA upgrades. You can ask for whatever you want. Literally. There we are. And they ask them to show you what negative beliefs that don't serve you. Anything limiting beliefs. Anything that's holding you down from expanding in consciousness and frequency and vibration, which are all linked anyway. You expand your consciousness, your frequency and vibration goes up. So that means the more limiting beliefs, negative and limiting beliefs you can get rid of, the more your consciousness expands, the higher frequency and vibration you will attain anyway. You see, when you got out of a box, as long as you understand two things, nothing has power over you. Nothing can do anything to you unless you believe it. because you are part of Source. So nothing is more powerful or bigger than you. All beings are equal, doesn't matter if they're human or not. If you believe so, there we are. And you are creating it all. It's your beliefs that create your experience. There we are. There's a belief. So you got to watch what you think and say. See, start your affirmations. I am wise. Thank you for the great wisdom, clarity, and discernment. I maybe ask for that. Ask for wisdom, clarity, and discernment. I've done 2 videos. Yeah, of course you can. And what you believe and what you focus on, you send that energy as well, is true. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You can stop pain. Yep, pretty much anything. Determination, and your belief is the main thing. That doubt. Yeah. I think when someone gets fed up enough, they're going to say, right, and then you really mean it. When you have real intent, your intentions, that's where people forget that, yeah, but they don't really mean it or intend it. When you get down to business and you say, all right, now I mean this, and you with all your, it happens. It'll happen. It happens then, normally. Because sometimes people don't really mean it. So, it's like, yeah, okay, but they're not really making the effort or it won't happen, yeah. Normally you get to a point where like, okay, I've had enough of this now. And then it changes, Well, anyway. All right, people, I've got to go shortly because I want a bit of a rest. I didn't sleep last night much. And then I've got a Zoom tonight with New Zealand, which is late. I must actually check what the time is. Don't know. Just keep an eye on that one. Shit. I didn't actually check what the time is, and I've got a Zoom just now. Oopsie. I forgot about that, actually. Sorry, I better check on the time there. I've got to be on a Zoom call tonight. Oopsie. Shit, I've missed it. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Damn. I've just gone past it. All right, people. I'm just a few minutes past them, but damn, I'm supposed to be online. It's probably too late. I've got to go. All right. I didn't think I was going to be on that long. Sorry, people. I'll be on again soon, but listen to those. You can go watch. I'll upload the video to YouTube, all right? If you missed it, and you can get the rest of it on, listen to it on YouTube. All right. Bye.